Rates coming in at 17.99.
I think my mom said she was down, but yeah. I don't think her credit's that.
She had a way out of a high-interest loan and still found a way to stay in it.
Carlos, you remember?
Heck yeah, how can I forget her? She's bought like 4 cars from us.
Yes, so she recently totaled the last one.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so what's she here for?
She wants help on her gap claim.
Oh, that's easy, yeah. We can get that done for her. She looking for another car or no?
Not really. Looks like the total loss still comes up on her credit, so she doesn't think she can get into any car right now.
Oh, that's easy. I can help her out. Where's she at?
She's right here.
Let me go talk to her real quick. All right, Callie, I did talk to her. We can help her out with the gap claim. I just explained to her as far as like the gap that we can help her get another car.
Of course they can. She might need a car, but it's probably not the best time to buy. If this is affecting her credit, then it's going to affect her interest rate, and she'll end up paying a lot more than she should.
Especially since we're the selling dealer.
Sorry, Carlos. So just walked a lot with her. She really didn't think she could get in a car, but she's looking into our Kia Sportage right now.
Okay, great car. I mean, we've been selling those things. I mean, they've been flying off the lot. All right, Callie, I did run her. She is a 541 score. Money down. What were you working with?
1,000.
Okay. I think this is a perfect car. Good price point. I'll submit it over, and we'll get this deal on the way. All right, Callie, good news here. I got her done, of course.
A 541 credit score. So she's struggling to manage her debt. The lender is going to see her as high risk, and she's going to be hit with a brutal interest rate. It's one of the most important factors, but it's almost always ignored.
It's going to put her at $463 a month. That does include gap. Rates coming in at $17.99, which was almost similar to the last deal that she's got. So that does include gap. $463 a month, $1,000 out of pocket. She's ready to go.
All right, Carlos. She's actually very happy. She didn't think she'd go out with a car today, but obviously she had me as a saleswoman. So
it was because of me.
No.
If she's happy about an 18% interest rate, she's not doing the math. She already had a high interest loan, and with totaling the car she had a way out, Gap covered it. Instead, she jumped right back into debt. Life threw her a break, and she threw it right back.
I'm looking for like the cheapest possible car you got. I've never bought a car before. Currently work at Chipotle. I just got promoted to assistant manager. I make under $3,000 a month.
We can do something with that. Now, as far as like cheap cars, what's cheap for you?
The dream is obviously like that 2-door sports car, you know what I'm saying? But whatever I can get in, to be honest. I want to stay around $250 a month just because I'm pretty sure that my insurance is going to be crazy. I just turned 19 and I haven't looked at insurance, but my mom told me that my insurance is going to be really high.
The very first insurance quote I got as a young driver was over $8,000 a year. That was just as a second driver. He should be checking the insurance rates first and figure out what cars are cheapest for his age, because the car might look affordable, but the insurance might be what puts it out of reach.
I think right now one of the cheapest cars I have is Hyundai Elantra at 10, and I have one Kia Sportage around 12. How much can you put down?
Right now I have 500. I can come up with another 500 in 2 weeks.
Worst case scenario, do you have a cosigner if you needed one?
I think my mom said she was down, but I don't think her credit's that good.
What does mom make monthly?
She makes more than me. I think she makes $5,000 a month. I live with her, so I don't pay rent or anything.
Oh, that's better. Cosigner living together, banks like that, and then putting together, you make about $8,000 a month.
So it would combine basically.
Something like that. Can mom help you with down payment if it's needed?
Probably not. I'd rather do it by myself.
If he's living at home not paying rent and only has $500 down, he's going to be struggling to make those payments. If he's anything like I was at that age, his paycheck is just being wasted. Money getting thrown away. You can't do that once you have a car, because it's never just a car payment. There's always another expense waiting.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, we can start the process and get that going. I like this Kia Sportage, 4-door, nice SUV. It's a good used car for a first-time buyer. It'd be easy to pay off for you, build some credit.
What would the monthly be on that?
I'm gonna say worst case scenario, you'd be about $450. And I've had cases where we end up with lower payments than that, but you definitely probably would need a bump in down payment if you're gonna want a cheaper payment, because then you're financing the difference. Would you want to start today?
Let me call my mom first and confirm that she can co-sign for me.
He's already at double what he wanted to pay monthly, and he doesn't even know what the insurance is going to cost him. Not the best spot to be in, especially at that age. Being stuck on a car payment just limits his options. It puts him behind before he even gets started.
I've got a customer that we sold a car to about 2.5 years ago that just came back about a week ago to buy a work truck from us because he needed it for work. When I asked him where he worked, he gave me a phone number. The bank had called us and said that they're having a hard time verifying employment on him. Called the employer number that he gave me, and they said they have no idea who he was. So I called the customer back and said, hey, you don't work here. I need the number of where you actually work. He gave me another phone number to a janitorial company that works under the same name. I called them. They have no record of him, and they have no idea who he is.
Not only are people willing to go deep into debt for vehicles, but they're willing to lie, cheat, and steal to get them. I've never wanted a vehicle that much that I'd be willing to lie on a loan to get one.
So now I've called the customer and told him that he needs to bring the truck back, and he's ghosted all my calls, so we're going to try to call him.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying...
Lee, this is Cody. You've stolen about $20,000 from us, lied on an application, which is a federal crime. Just trying to figure out when I can get my truck back. Now I'm going to call his mom.
You know it's serious when they're calling your mom. Criminals aren't the brightest. He gave a fake work number, but gave his mom's real one. You know she's proud. If you can't even provide employment information, how are you going to make the payments? You know that the lender is going to verify the information, and you can't just drive around a stolen car.
Person you've dialed...
Of course. So he gave me a phone number to his supervisor. When I called his supervisor, he's the one that answered the phone.
Please leave your message.
Nothing. So now I've got a $20,000 truck out there, unpaid for, and the guy won't return our calls.
That's what happens when the lender is willing to finance anyone. You know this wasn't someone with great credit and a history of on-time payments. It's going to be someone who hasn't paid on time with maxed out credit and a history that shows he wasn't responsible or reliable. What do you expect when everyone is approved?
There's no car that you can get in this price range that's going to give you what this car can give you. I may look homeless in this outfit, but I don't think that matters when this car costs as much as a house. This is a 2016 Mercedes AMG S65. This has the legendary V12 engine. I think it's the biggest engine that Mercedes makes, and it is the most high-end car that you can get driven in or drive. This car is specifically designed around the back seats, so driving it is awesome. It's fast, it's fun, it's beautiful, but the back seat is really where this car shines.
A car that costs as much as a house. It's amazing what some people are willing to pay. Because if I saw that driving down the street, I wouldn't have any idea it was that expensive. It's a Mercedes, sure, but it looks just like any other car.
This car was made for the back seat, specifically this seat. On this door panel, I have full control of the seat in front of me, so I can move it up. I can adjust, I can get as much legroom as I want. I'm a little bit over 5'10", and I fit like a glove here. You have all your sunroof controls. Boom. You have your vanity mirrors, check yourself out. You have this crazy Burmester high-end sound system, literally the best sound system I've ever heard. And you have speakers on speakers, like 1, 2, 3 down by the doors, on the front doors, all over the front end. You have your TV screens in the back. Comes with the heated and cooled cup holders.
He fits in there like a glove. That's not a great selling point. It shouldn't be a tight fit in a car that costs as much as a house. And so far, nothing special about the car. Sunroof, nice speakers, heated cup holders. Nice to have, but nothing really expensive.
It is absolutely insane, guys. But that's not even the craziest part. You even get tables that flip out. If you want to work while you're driving, if you want to have a little Chick-fil-A meal, you can literally do it inside of your car. And you're thinking, man, whenever I eat Chick-fil-A, my throat gets really dry, right? It's not an issue in this car because this car comes with a built-in fridge. The guys say that you're supposed to put champagne in here, but I'm not gonna lie, I would just put some Dr. Pepper in there and call it a day. The original cost of this car was something like $240,000.
Almost $250,000 for a mini fridge in the back seat. I keep my fridge in the kitchen. It's always worked out well for me. I don't know about you, but it seems like a waste of money. It's not making the car any better. It's just making it more expensive. Throw in some gadgets and jack up the price. And somehow people fall for it.
I need a vehicle in the next month, and I'm wondering if I should wait and tough it out until I have enough money, which is $5,000 to $7,000, or if I should go ahead and finance.
How much do you have today?
I have $800.
And you have no car at all?
So this vehicle is for my significant other.
You're going to buy a car for somebody you're not married to?
I come across a lot of clips of people willing to go into debt for their girlfriend or boyfriend. I think it's always going to be a bad idea. Why can't that person do it themselves? If they don't have the money, they can't afford it. If they don't have the credit, they need to fix it. Taking on debt for someone else will only cause problems later on.
I mean, it's probably going to be in my name, and then she'll drive it.
You're going to buy a car for somebody you're not married to?
Possibly going into debt
Correct.
for that too.
Yeah, you want to know how to screw up a relationship? Go into debt and buy a girl a car.
Why can't she go buy a car?
Oh, there's an idea.
Because she just doesn't make enough to be able to have it by the time we need it.
We? Why do we need a car? She needs a car. You have one.
By the time we need it, what does that mean?
I mean, she has to be able to get to school, and then it's her job herself. We're 17 and 18.
There's a really good chance that this girl's going to go off to college and completely forget who this guy is. He's going to get stuck with the car, the payment, and a reminder in the driveway of an ex he wants to forget. Luckily, this was one of the mistakes I never made. I was never willing to take on debt for someone else.
Oh, you're 17 and 18 right now?
Who's 17?
Me.
Okay. So you're not a legal adult yet in the great state of Oklahoma until you're 18. You can't sign a contract. You're a young man, and this is not your job. The adults in her life failed her. Your mom and dad are being generous and giving her a place to stay. It is not your job to finance her life at 17, okay? I want to relieve you of that. It's not an act of love on your part. It's an act of desperation and misplaced honor.
17 and wanting to take on debt for his girlfriend. He would just be trapping himself, taking on a responsibility he doesn't need to have, putting himself in a situation he can't control. And if anything goes wrong, he's the one stuck dealing with it. That's not something you want to figure out the hard way, especially that early on. If you want to see more, you know what to do. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.